Just to let you know, that's right.
Love and gratitude, so I carry that, so I brought.
Tonight at Larry's, we chat about the humble beginnings of this country's leading hip-hop reggae pioneer, Bionic. So sit back, grab a green juice, and raise our pH balance to this ambassador of positive mental advancement.
No question, I'm a sprite, yo. Rather not chat.
We're at Larry's bar, hanging out with my man Bionic. What's happening, brother?
Yes, what's happening,
You good?
bruv? Yeah. Go on.
Great to have you here at Larry's, man.
Yes, bruv.
Blessing the place up.
More in it up, bruv.
More in it up. More
Don't
in it
wanna
up.
be less, remember.
True that. So yeah, we're here. We're just gonna have a little chat today. Let people know a little bit more about the man behind the mystery. One of the forefathers of the UK scene. Tell us a little bit about how you first come into the whole hip hop culture in the sort of early 80s.
I was introduced into the whole hip hop culture by, I don't know, it was me and Basil and them man there, yeah, we see Buffalo Girls, mate. Yeah, we see Buffalo Girls video, fucking Mark and McLaren, yeah, and that's it, innit? See the whole flex, New York and all that, and that's it. That's from when we first see the flex, and then bang, was on it one time, mate. We was down Covent Garden in seconds.
Was the time when you were seeing that, was there people already doing it, like locally?
My first memory of it is seeing that Buffalo Girl.
Buffalo Girls.
That's my first memory of anything, seeing Rocksteady and them man there, Normsky and Mr. Freeze and all that, man, doing that thing.
Yeah.
That's my first memory of the whole thing.
And at that point, was you like quick to pull together a group of people? Was there a group of people that naturally feeling the same that just started that chain reaction? I'm trying to sort of find out a little bit about who those people around you would have been at that first point.
It was Basil, man.
Yeah.
And like Clive and them man there, yeah. But it was a thing like, it was like, with man see that, and then my brethren, William, must have come back from New York at the same kind of time, yeah, with fresh moves. Okay. So yeah, there was someone in it because it was William. See, I'm forgetting. See, it's fucking it's a million years ago. But yeah, Indigo, yeah, my brethren William Indigo, yeah, he lives in Prague now, yeah, he's fucking, come back, no, not New, he come back from New York and he was in Oklahoma, he's in America anyway, yeah, and he come back with this new dark babe. And it was just different style from what they was doing, what we see on that, in that video, the New York style. He was coming with even more different styles of that shit. That's when man really got interested in the thing. Okay. You get me? And then, but straight away, we went straight to Covent. I don't know how we found out about Covent, but we was there straight away as soon as. You
guys were significant characters in the early part. So for the Covent time, like, did you go into Covent and with that energy take over and own your spot? Or did you have to assess it for a while and go, hang on a minute, this guy's doing this guy's doing that, and go and do your homework? Or was it just like, we're at Covent, bang?
Oh, me, I'm not like, I wasn't as professional in the thing as everyone else. You get me? I was there on a hustle thing, and it was money in it. You
used to go around with the hat.
It was money and all that. Not with a hat, with a TSB bag, mate.
Oh, TSB bag, nice.
I don't know, like we was 9, 10, 11, 12 years old. Yeah, that was the age group. Like Basil was the top popper. Around me, Basil and William, they were the top poppers around, man. Yeah. I don't know what top breakers we had around, man, I can't think. But Covent, there was different top poppers, top break. Like when we first got there, Sidewalk was the top thing. There was a top group. Yeah, then Zulu Rockers come in. Yeah, and like, but for me, I wasn't like a top breaker or a top popper or nothing. Man just had a special move, innit?
Yeah.
You get me? Man just had a special move. But I wouldn't say I was like down there famous because I was like, I don't know, like some top thingy. Man had a special move and man smashed it with that special move, yeah. But other people were more really special. For me, man had metal legs and I was Bionic, man. So it's like, I was always famous anyway.
Who's the people you met at Covent though that really like transformed your life? Just to sort of see if Covent plays such a significant part in who you actually have become, you know?
The last thing I done was, when I left Covent, then I went back to Covent and I done that competition. Yeah, like, with London All-Star Breakers, the competition at, was it Lyceum, innit? Yeah. And obviously we won it, yeah. And Man Buster
Because of the Scorpion.
Man Buster special move, and we won it, yeah. But that was my last little thing of things to do with Covent. You get me?
Yeah.
After that, man was like,
sound system.
yeah, man was already off that shit, man. It was like, yeah.
So what was the attraction to the sound system scene?
Well, that was always running anyway, innit?
Yeah. But you know, obviously, you became somebody who liked to get on the mic. You know, what was there at that point? Just trying to find out if there was people at that point again that still you were influenced by.
That started by me seeing my brethren, DK and Mark and them, only put them man, but it was mainly my brethren, DK. I see them man, they're chatting, yeah, in a dance. Yeah, down Wandrick roadsides there, and I see the flex and I was like, yeah, I want some of this, innit?
Yeah.
The man got to know the man, and the man that showed me the ropes, and man start chat. You get me? The man had sound, and then different man was chatting on different sounds, and the man just started to chat. Yeah, and then chat on sound, just straight in it.
Yeah.
You get me? And obviously them man that all had bike, it was a scooter man, massive thing, it was them times. Yeah, so man, I got bike, and man was the only outsider rolling with all them man there, innit? Because my bits, I wasn't really rolling with no people from my bits, innit? I got asked this question recently, yeah. Rodney asked me, innit? Right? He asked me, who was your sensei?
Yeah.
Right? And I goes to him, Daddy Willie, right? Daddy Willie used to chat on Young Lion sound, yeah? I was into a lot of people like IP, Nuffman, but Daddy Willie, yeah, used to chat, but he used to chat bare Cockney. He used to put bare Cockney into it, and used to cuss. Man was just chatting nothing but yardie but their English. He was proper on the identity thing. You get me?
Yeah.
That's who I see pushing that thing, and that's what man was going with. That man was on that thing, innit? So man come with it in a hip hop thing, but man, it's not like I invented that shit or nothing.
No.
You get me? Like.
But you were an ambassador of that.
In the dance, right? All people chat different. Some people chat yardie flex, but enough man chat English flex.
Yeah.
Like in the dance, but because obviously, if you're not in the dance, you don't know.
Yeah.
Enough people ain't in the dance. You get me? Because the dance, there's certain type of people are in the dance, yeah. So the most people will not have a clue in it. Yeah? So I've just come out of the dance into a world that ain't really don't. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
They're just on something completely different in it because because the music come from America in it.
When you were actually doing your MC thing, and you crossed over into the hip hop, what was that moment? Where can you remember, like, what night that was?
Slick Rick, Dougie Fresh was playing at Electric Ballroom. Yeah, and we rave at Electric Ballroom. Like, man was going to Electric Ballroom, like when it's the jazz scene and all that shit, soul and funk downstairs, the jazz upstairs and all the thing there, like breaking days, whatever, like you get me, over 18s, and man's like 12, 11 and 12, and we're in the dance, you get me? And so that was a place I would go. So even though man was in the dance, man still moved out. And obviously I know all the man them, innit? All the Covent man them, so there was man still, if there was certain raves or certain things going on, man would still link people, and then that was the one, bang, Slick Rick and the man that was at Covent, Electric Ballroom, so man's there. The next minute I hear Slick Rick talking about how much Jamaicans in the crowd is, everyone's there. Then he goes, yeah, you know I'm English, right? And all that. Then man was just like, what? Rah. Then I just see the whole thing, like, rah, this brother's English, like, rah. That's what first got me interested in this new hip hop music, and I'm like, rah, this brother's English, yeah? Smashing America.
Yeah.
And then, like, within seconds, SIBO must have called me. It was SIBO who brought me, because SIBO must have called me and said, yeah, he's going on tour. Yeah, and he's got an MC. He's got an MC, but will I come? Yeah, because True say he knows I'm on the chatting thing, and True say as well. Yeah, like this is like end of 1986, and at the end of 1985, my dad died. Yeah, my brother got sent to Ghana. Yeah, and I was on my jacks, and I was just fucked, like in the head. I was just like. You know, my dad was gone and he was everything to me, so I was just like, didn't give a fuck about the world. And I was fucked. Like, for a year, I was just like, off my head, like, on some nut, just, you know, a nutter. And then, but SIBO knew. And by him pulling me out of it and onto that tour, that's how, you get me? That's why I love the nigga so much, because he saved, man. So I love the brace so much, so that's it.
I think it's fair to say that at this point, then, you know, just so people know, who don't know, describe the power of someone like Sipho. What is his legacy, so to speak? You know, like he obviously had a lot of input in the early days of the scene. Like, just quickly tell us a little bit about Sipho.
For me, yeah, there was enough man down in the Covent days. There was enough man down Covent, and people were safe in it. Everyone's safe. It was like Covent was like one big family, and there's people from all over London in it. It was like all over different parts of London, but it ain't no area thing or nothing like that, yeah. And Sipho was young in it. So it was more, you know, like once you was under 10, I was 12, like Sipho was 9, innit? So when you're young like that, the younger ones, it's a look after thing, innit? So they're more like they're young, innit? So, and you know what I'm saying? The skills get respected, whatever they're doing and all that, because they're young and all that. So Sipho was like, he was a child star, innit? Like, they were all child stars, Basil, there will be all of them, man, yeah? But like, you know? Sipho, but for me, it's the London Posse times, it's the step up. The step up is that man bumped man onto that tour, and that tour, for me, it was bare joke. Sipho was just, you get me? Like, I'm like the type of person who will go on happy on the outside, but I was a very angry child, you get me?
Yeah.
And very on the negative flex, angry, this, that, everything, yeah. But with Sipho, you're always super happy, mate. Like, yeah. Sipho made man know that, rah, I mean, you could be super, super happy. You know what I'm saying? Like, when man, it's bare joke, mate. You get me? And that's it, innit? Once them type of people, once you could be with people who make you proper super happy, yeah, they're like high, innit?
Yeah.
Compared to other people. So that was the quality what he had around me.
So that tour in question would have been the Big Audio Dynamite tour?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The first one, and onwards and that. But yeah, when we went New York, it was like, yeah, me, Rodney, Sipho went New York, yeah. But me and Sipho went out and linked. We done a whole heap of things.
Yeah.
Like, we linked a whole heap of man out there and done a whole heap of madness.
Yeah.
Yeah, a whole heap of madness went on, yeah. You get me? We got enough memories of the first time we was in New York, of a whole heap of man, even Bucking man who we know from over here, who was over there, Yankee man, yeah. And then that's it, it was just too much fun, you get me?
Yeah.
Just so much fun, innit? That's what I'm saying. Packed into a small time, we just had too much fun, innit? That's who Sipho was, mate.
Yeah.
You get me?
So you're super talented as an artist in many ways. So that tour then, obviously at that point you're just individuals. Sipho's obviously contacted Rodney.
Yeah. We weren't even a group, man. Because for me, when this thing first started, I chat ragga, so I couldn't do the hip hop thing. So like on the first tunes we done, I couldn't do the hip hop thing. It was just hustling. You get all the thing in the car with Sipho, all that shit. I couldn't rap. I mean, like chat. I don't like that word rap, you know. But I couldn't chat that American style. But I was just trying to work something and just using it.
Yeah.
The accents that man use on the reggae circuit. And then as time went on, man got into grips with it. But man was shit in the beginning, man. It was just like a hustle. And that's what I'm saying, it's such a hustle how I even hustled myself into that whole thing. The first tour, we was called Sipho, Rodney and Bionic and Two Dancers or some shit like that. Yeah.
Who came up with that name?
That's what we was called, because we didn't have a name. So that's what they wrote on the fucking, on the dressing room doors, whatever, all that shit, yeah? That's what was written in it. Yeah, and we come on it. It was just strictly a hustle.
Yeah.
It was a hustle. That's what I'm saying. How we just done that thing. We banged it up and hustled it out. But then when we went to America the first time, because we was from London, they called us London Posse. It's as simple as that. Oh, London Posse. What's that? Oh, London Posse in the house. That's it. Because we was from London, they called us that. Yeah. That's why we called ourselves London Posse. Just simple as that. Right? And then, yeah.
How was it sort of being around Big Audio Dynamite and obviously like Mick Jones?
Yeah, it was good. The man was safe, like, and Joe Strummer. He weren't on the tours, but he was influential in my career.
Yeah.
In what I was dealing with, because he used to tell me like, yeah, go for it, this, that, yeah. So he used to give man inspiration, Joe Strummer. Yeah. But yeah, man, like them man was safe, because like them man there was them, and then man like Paul Cook, what's it, Cookie, the Sex Pistols drummer. He was in a group when we was touring and that. And then man, then how they used to talk to him, and they was like, yeah, they like how we're just, because obviously I don't know who they are, all them people. They're groups. You've heard of the groups, but you don't really know that music, don't know who they are or nothing. So everything's just normal, innit? But they used to say they liked how everything was just normal with us, because everyone who's come to them is like, pfft, because they're, you know what I'm saying? Like everyone's just on them like, oh, you're God, like you're gods and that. But obviously we don't know nothing about, man don't know nothing about that. So them man, it was safe, innit? And it be like, proper safe, giving us the opportunity, trying to say, they want a bus man, innit? They want man to, you get me? They want a bus man.
How did it work on stage? How did it work on stage? Like you and Rodney on the mics, Sipho beatboxing, dancing even. Like what would the show consist of as a support act?
I don't know, man. Like we check, because nothing was formed. It wasn't like we was doing tunes. It was banged together straight when we just went on tour, just like that. Man knew man for a couple of days, and the next minute we're on tour, bang, like on a big tour, like proper things, and it was just banged together. It wasn't no proper arranged thing or nothing.
Yeah.
You get me? We just banged it together before we're gonna go on stage. We banged something together. Right, Super's gonna do beats. We're gonna chat over it. We didn't even have DJ at that time. I think we linked Billy later. Yeah, we didn't even have DJ, so we bang it up in it. Then man, it was on the popping and that, but we just let off lyrics. But what we saw from doing it, what we realised is that you know, like talking English, because I don't know which tour, but one of them, it was Schoolie D in it, was there, and he's American in it, yeah, and it's like a rock tour, yeah. So like, one thing we realised is that being English, we were smashing it. Like, I don't know, like we were smashing it, like the crowd was smashing it, but we were shit. You get me? But Schoolie D was a top superstar, and he had top big hip hop tunes that were banging up the world, yeah. But he didn't, enough places he got booed, they dashed things at him, you know, like it was distressed them and all that. You know what I'm saying? But he was a big superstar, so that's when we realised that doing shows in England and being English was something. I don't know, it was mad, innit? Because it's just the beginning. It was just, you know. But yeah, and that's when man realised that, that's when because it was the very beginning, but that's when I knew, something can run, something can work from this flex.
I guess the first going on tour experience as well would have been quite I mean, obviously fun, but quite an uplifting thing to get out of London, do something creative that you enjoy doing, you know, just travelling around, seeing new places, new people. That must have given you the buzz for wanting to push it further, I'm sure.
Yeah, man. Getting money, staying in nothing but hotels and going from here to here and gyal everywhere and all of that. Yeah, cool, man. Like, you get me? And bare joke. That's what I'm saying. It's bare joke. Yeah. That's the thing. Man was from one thing. When I'm fucking down in an angry place when I was a youth, I was down and angry. But when it comes to being happy, it's like you're proper enjoying, innit? Yeah. So yeah, man. It was bare joke, man. You get me?
So obviously that led to what everybody would know as quite a significant part of your life. The whole London Posse thing was born. You obviously, Billy came into the mix. You, Rodney, Billy and Sipho. London Posse is generating almost like an energy that's inspiring other people to get up and be like, we're from the UK. You know, it's quite a significant thing. Obviously the successes that you guys had, you know, the complications, whatever, it was a journey that's well documented, everybody knows, and it's certainly been discussed a lot.
Because I'll tell you the honest truth, once Sipho come out of that group, I just wanted to end it anyway. As soon as Sipho come out of that group, it's like, man might as well just, but obviously, because of the situation what man was in, yeah, man, and obviously the way you think when you're young, it's money. Nah, man need money, and the money was there. Man was getting paid, and there was always money, seeing money, and man weren't in a position to walk from that. Man never had no family, man never had no one. You get me? Everyone else, all people on road, everyone had families in it, but man never had no one except my brethrens on road. So that's what made me that group carry on. But by these stages of that, when I back up Stevie, that's when I just wanted to done that. Yeah. And so this was that time when I was looking to done out of that. Yeah. So after when man did done out of it, a couple of years later, obviously, man wanted to sign London Posse. Americans wanted to sign London Posse, and I weren't really interested. But then when they got my interest, I just said, all right, then I'll just do it. I'll just take the money and run. I was on some stupid one like that. But then when it came to that, I didn't end up being on that, and ended up but that's through the America experience, like being over in America. That's when London Posse definitely split up.
Yeah.
Yeah. And so when they split up, I stayed in America. I'd done a little different operation over there under a different name. Yeah. And then after that operation, that's when it was time like to get signed and that. It was time like, yeah, that's when I had a choice. Like, I don't know, like in that time, I was getting like living like a very heaven life. Yeah. But I was just saying, okay, it's time to come out the whole. I was just ready to come out the whole thing now, because I was saying, right, if I can live this good, enjoy life this good, yeah, under this negative frequency what I'm on, then let me just get to a positive frequency. I'm sure I can enjoy it. So that's when I said I'm putting down, like, I'm walking away from the whole thing. I've told you one version of events of how I can say it. You get me? There's a million. It's a multi-dimensional. It's a multi-dimensional, but I'm just saying it in one way. So yeah, man, come out of it. That's when I said, yeah, I'm gonna walk out this whole thing, man. The money.
Yeah.
I've been blanking it since day one anyway, man. Like from the beginning of London Posse, big money got offered from this people, and I was always the one that flopped it, mate. But everything, just what's happened is just organic. Things happen, innit? You get me? Like things happen. Like I met all them bike man, like DK and them man there.
The one penny thing.
Man had bike, linked them and got into chatting. And then man knew SIBO, so he brought me into a thing. And then come out of that scene, and then I'm dropping some girls to Laser Drum. And then the girls are like, park up the car, and the girls are like, rah. They're looking at some bread outside the car going, rah, going mad, like, rah, Stevie Hyper D, Stevie Hyper D, Stevie Hyper D. And I'm like, rah, I've heard that name, but I don't know who it is. Yeah. And then he look in the car and goes, rah, Bionic. And the girls are like, rah, they know me as Mad Dog.
Yeah.
So the girls are like, rah, who's Bionic? And then he gets them in the club, we start chat, and then he says he's doing a show in Temple or something. Will I drop him? So we drive to Tottenham, and then he starts telling me about the whole drum and bass scene. Yeah, and I'm nothing to do. I'm just like, my brother's been trying to get me into drum and bass for time, yeah, and I'm just thinking it's some mad music, not really on it, yeah. But Stevie's like, nah, it's a thing, yeah, and he's gonna bring me to rave, put me on. So he started bringing me to every rave, and from the first rave he brought, man, Concrete Jungle Ministry. Wow, when I see Flex, what bare gal? I was like, raw, bare gal, like black girls. I was like, right, is this what it is? Like bare fit gal, like a ragga dance, but with this different music, jungle, like bare black girls. I was like, raw. Man was trying to get me into it for time, yeah. But as soon as Stevie started bringing me to these raves, I start to see what I was missing. Like say the thing, and then yeah, I was on it, loved it. But for Stevie now, he's the next phase of my whole life, car. He was on a positive flex. His lyrics was positive. It was all about love and unity and this, that, and the other. Right? And me, everything was negative. It was roadman. I was rolling with roadman. Everything was. So when we get back to his yard and we start chatting lyrics and that. But because his lyrics was so positive and our lyrics was all road and dirty and yeah, I was like, right, I can't chat these lyrics back to back with mine. So then I had to start come with some positive lyrics, and that. And the influence of being with him after I buck up, met his mum and all that, peeps and that was the first thing of me changing my whole flex, like to try and escape from the negative anger that I was consumed with. You get me?
Yeah.
So yeah, man, SIBO brought me out of one next day, and then Stevie was the next higher thing out of it.
You know, they were two people that were significantly powerful in making you feel the way that you feel, you know. So I've seen like you're in an interesting place as a human being. So, you know, obviously music is something that you still are very good at, and that was proven at Breaking the Bay when you did the SIBO tribute for us with Rodney.
I am love and gratitude, I'm in a time waste. I am it on into water when I'm a dry make fire, make me tell the truth. See me, I'm a lightweight liar when I got accused, and she make me vibrate. I like a rock, classical, not in a guy cake. Fire if it's not practical, love and it fly straight. But I used to rhyme fake, that was back in 9-8. Now I bust the irate, I ain't got the flyweight powers, I go lose boxing. On the other side, 8 hours get screwed with. They know have to try, make pounds get the low quick. Anything my mind plays up, let's do it. Ladies, if you fly, say out, them I prove it. Every time I fly in they town and they cool with. Just what kind of guy they found, never lose it. I ain't trying to tie babes down, but my music to forget the crime rate down.
You dropped 16, but at the same time, like that 16 felt like it was multiplied by 1,000 because it was powerful. Like I've watched it a million times, just sat there going, wow. Like, do you know what I mean? So you're still a very significant lyricist, mic controller. You've got that presence. It's like.
No, but the worst thing is, right? As you know, I was like up at that time of doing that.
Well, on the day,
it wasn't even like a proper show or nothing.
No,
obviously,
of course.
Like,
It was
when
an
you showed
organic
that
thing.
SIBO video, yeah, that's it. You get me? I don't know. You don't know it's gonna happen. It just like took me like rah.
Took over, yeah.
It was like rah, and then I was just fucked like rah.
I was a little bit.
It was emotional, and I didn't even think I was gonna be able to do the thing.
Yeah.
You get me? And if Rodney didn't really say 2 words, that you get me? Like, I don't even know if I'd have even got through it. But that was like some proper robotic show. It wasn't like man was doing the show like, yeah. Seeing all them pictures of Sipho like and they look like flashing like that, it was just like rah.
Yeah, no, I mean,
man.
even down to the environment and the audience. That's what was quite nice about it. And it wasn't planned like that. It was me and Basil decided to try and make a tribute happen. And, you know, through talking to you and you wanting to do it and be involved with it, led to then Rodney getting involved. And even on the day when you arrived, you know, I introduced you to Fozzy, I introduced you to Jaff and said, look, you've got a beatboxer and a DJ, use either or none at all, and you don't have to do anything if you don't want. That's kind of how it was, wasn't it? It was literally that.
Man ain't been on the stage with Rodney for like 20 years. Man ain't done nothing with man for like, done no, you know what I'm saying?
Mm.
And like, and now, you get me? Like, you, because of the SIBO has made me come out, has brought me back up between you doing something. You get me? If you, because of SIBO, innit? Because you said it's a tribute for SIBO, innit? I'm like, yeah, so that's happened. So it was mad, innit? Like, it was like, right, but obviously everything's about SIBO. Like, for me, like, it's just everything was just SIBO. The thought in my head was SIBO. Like, all what you're talking about, me chatting and this, that, whatever I chat, that's nothing. It was all SIBO, innit? It was doing the thing for SIBO, innit?
What can people expect to see in the near future?
Yeah, man. Well, I'm doing like an African operation with the African music and all that shit. I mean, that style of thing, like with my brother and some of my brethren, yeah. Ghana brethren and that, yeah. Niger brethren and that. Like, so, yeah, that operation's gonna come out and that tunes and that. But me, myself, I'm doing a thing. I'm working with, obviously, Stevie Hyper's, man I know from Stevie's time, Stevie Hyper's producer, Links, who I've been working with since them times, yeah, Jason Air. So yeah, obviously we've done it back in the day. We've been like, I've come off the, like I say, this is my talk in it. Like I put myself on the bench in it, like, but I stayed in training in it. So when I'm ready for a match, you get me? I'm already getting fit in it.
Yeah.
So you get me? And now it's time for a couple of games in it. Man's gonna have a couple of games. So yeah. Banging up some new material, and I've got loads of material, yeah, but I'm banging up some new material right now with Jason there, like, as we speak, yeah. And yeah,
a lot of stuff.
Some new tunes is gonna come out, innit? Some new things is gonna come out.
Well, I for one look forward to that one. So, I do look forward to that one.
But it's you lot, innit? Making man do that SIBO thing.
Yeah.
Because people have been trying to make man do things forever. People to ask me to do things and I always say no. And then between you, Rodney's the first that wanted me to do documentary. He's the first time between you and him, it's the first people I've said yes to. And because of that, those yeses, more yeses are starting to, because now more people are asking me things and now it's that time. So there's more yeses in it.
Yeah. It's great to see you in that sort of place, do you know what I mean? Like that's something very significant. So yeah, man, it's a journey. Look forward to it. Respect, bro.
Yes, bro.
This is the Larry Show.
Just to let you know, that's right.